Welcome to Motherhood in ADHD. I'm your friend, Patricia Sung. My mission is to be a lighthouse for mothers with ADHD, helping you find your path to success by learning to appreciate your ADHD as an asset. I'm seeking to change the paradigm that ADHD means your life is doomed to be a hot mess. So I'm sharing strategies and encouraging you in your pursuit of happiness to love who you are every day of your ADHD life. Hey there, Successful Mama. It's your friend Patricia Sung. Welcome to another Ask the Experts episode. One of the best things about having community is that you get lots of different opinions, lots of different points of view, and this is the way that we grow. This is how we can improve by looking around and saying, hey, you know how my brain works too. What do you think? So I would love for you to contribute your advice too. Go to patriciasung.com/share advice and see what question I'm asking for the next Ask the Experts episode and send me a voicemail. Let me know, what is your advice? Today, I've got 8 new friends for you. Everyone is either a mama with ADHD or a professional who works with moms like us. Many of them are both. They are sharing with us what works for our amazing brains. In the show notes, I have linked each of these ladies' info, so if anyone strikes a bone with you and you want to know more about them, you know where to find them. Go check out their social media, their websites, groups, coaching. These women know about community and support for ADHD women, and I want to share them with you. This week, I asked, how can we, as moms with ADHD, take care of ourselves? We've been talking about self-care for the last few months because self-care has gotten a bad rap recently. Self-care is not about bubble baths or spending time in luxury. Self-care is literally that, taking care of yourself. How can you take care of your family if you don't take care of yourself? Newsflash, you are an integral part of your family. You are valuable too. You deserve care and rest. So let's start with Dr. Laura Froyen of the Balanced Parent podcast.
I think the most important thing you can do is have compassion for yourself. Be so kind to yourself. You are human. You'll make mistakes just like everybody else on this beautiful planet, and you are just as deserving of grace and patience and space to be the imperfect human that you are. You are deserving of grace and kindness from the people around you and from yourself. Your inner voice is really important. And so if you can, please speak to yourself with sweetness, with kindness, in the same loving voice that I'm sure you speak to your children with, to your partner with, or to your best friend with. You are just as deserving and worthy, even if you do struggle with some things.
Next up is Wendy Griffith.
As ADHD moms, remembering to take the time to care for ourselves is often the most challenging thing for us, not the unwillingness to do it. So it's even more important for us to schedule our self-care. For me, this is about putting my self-care as an appointment in my calendar with a lot of alerts and scheduling things like exercise or time to make healthy meals and batch cook, even do my online shops for the ingredients. It's all in the calendar. Time blindness can be challenging for us, losing track of how long things actually take. So a great way to look after your self-care while staying on track with time is to habit stack, such as when you take the kids to school, if you're able to, walk them, take the dog along too, so they're getting a walk too, and that ticks that off the list. Plus, you're getting out in the fresh air, which helps our brains work well. And as we struggle to switch our brains off, I've learned to redefine self-care not as meditating for hours on end, but doing things that keep my hands busy so I can turn my brain off. Things like mindful gardening or cooking or painting by numbers. And I aim to do one of these things at least once a day for just 10 to 15 minutes to help calm my brain down. Self-care can be tough for women, let alone with ADHD. So I have learned to give myself a lot of grace and understanding, which feels like the biggest act of self-care.
Hello, ADHD moms. This is Luz from Brain Body Coach. And I am here to give you my advice that I've been practicing for a very long time since I knew that I have ADD and that I cannot, or it's really hard for me to control my emotions. So since I am aware of that, what I do is When I am sad, when I'm stressed, when I'm anxious, what I usually do is it's called my bathroom time. Nobody understands why I have to go to the bathroom, so nobody's going to question me that. But I do spend time just to calm down, to think a little more careful, to be more mindful. And that really helped me to kind of like go back to a new situation in a different mindset. That's been one of my biggest number one tool. Another thing that I practice, and it's been science based, really recommended, is to remove my shoes and to be with the grass. So that is really proven to reduce your nervous system, to calm your cortisol levels. So at the same time, we're reducing a little more of stress, anxiety, and if you are having palpitation, for panic attacks are also really great for to be mindful. So those are my best solution or tips that I can give you, and I hope you can practice. If you need more help, just I'll be glad to help you out. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Carrie Burt, and I am a wife and mom of a bunch of little girls, and I have ADHD. And I also run a couple businesses. So between motherhood and running a kitchen and developing a coaching business for other moms, I have found that some of the best things that I can do for myself as a mom with very recently diagnosed ADHD is giving myself space, which sometimes means setting boundaries with my kids or my husband or whoever, and allowing myself to have some time to just be and not be thinking about all the things going on. Also, I'm an Enneagram 7, so on top of having ADHD and just being very outgoing and very extroverted, I am also all about wanting to do new things, and I want everything that's fun. So I allow myself to play no matter what it is. Even if I'm at the playground with my kids, instead of sitting there watching them, I'll get in and play, because for me, that is very much self-care.
Mama, are you looking for some extra support? Could you use a few more like-minded mamas in your circle? Here is your official invitation to join our Facebook group, the Motherhood and ADHD Community. Here you can ask questions, share advice, but most importantly, know that you're not alone. Click on the link in the show notes or search on Facebook for Motherhood and ADHD Community. So come join our little corner of the internet with other mamas who know how your brain works and won't look at you crazy when you share what's floating around inside there. Instead, they'll say, I get it. I've been there and I know how that is. So come on, what are you waiting for? See you in there. Again, that's the Motherhood in ADHD Community on Facebook. All right, mamas, 4 friends down, 4 to go. Here's Carolyn Robusto of the Drinkless Coach.
One of my favorite tricks for quieting kind of like a noisy mind is using bilateral sound, because the way that the music goes from one side to the other, or like nature sounds or whatever, it gets into this layer of the brain that sort of takes it down a couple notches so it doesn't feel as chaotic. And so then it helps with focusing or tuning out extra brain chatter. And it doesn't always get rid of it completely, but sometimes it can be really helpful. And on top of that trick, I like to add, if you're in a place where you want to tune out actual noise around you, then using regular headphones and the music will kind of help with that. But like maybe if you need to be able to hear your kids or kind of have your finger on the pulse of what's going on around you, just in case somebody needs you or something, I love using the bone conduction headphones, because then like you and your brain can still hear the music going, but it doesn't block your ears. So you still kind of get a sense of being able to be in touch with the outside world.
Hi, I'm Inger Shea. I'm a therapist, an ADHD coach, and I'm an ADHD mom to a really energetic ADHD kid. My best advice: many of the people that I work with don't want to share their struggles. When they do this, it makes them feel depressed and alone. They feel like they won't be understood by other people, that other people will judge them. So I always say, like, don't stay in a bubble. Find a community of moms that share the struggle, ones that will understand you and that won't judge you, the ones that will be really supportive. You can find communities, as unique as you are, in different demographics and different ways that you will be able to connect with other people, other moms. You can share your information, your strengths, some laughs when you find other people that are in the struggle doing the same things that you are. I promise you, you're not alone out there. We are out there together, and when we band together, there's healing. There's always healing in community.
Hello, I'm Samantha Hugh, and I am the founder of ADHD Girls. So today I just wanted to tell you a little bit about how I take self-care time out from parenting. So it's very important, especially as women these days, we have so much going on, that we should take some time out for ourselves, because you cannot parent on an empty cup. Because when you do, things would happen, and, the cycle of guilt and blame continues. So you need to refill your cup through doing the things that fill you with joy. Make sure you take the time to connect with friends, connect with nature, and also list down the things that you're grateful for in life. This can be your children, your family, and, having a roof over your head. That's so important.
Hi, it's Katie Weber, and here's my advice to ADHD moms when it comes to taking care of ourselves. So this summer, I want you to really let yourself go. And before you say, wait, what? Let me explain. So we've all heard that phrase, oh dear, she's really let herself go. And it conjures up the image of a gaggle of older women whispering to each other about someone who has probably gained weight. And I'm sure we've all heard this phrase muttered at some point in our lives, and perhaps we've even thought it about someone else. And nobody wants to be the woman everyone else is staring at and judging. But I'm here to tell you to do it. Let yourself go. Wear the damn bathing suit this summer. Be in the pictures and not just the one taking them. Enjoy the skin you're in. Embrace yourself and feel free. Trust me, your kids don't care about your cellulite or whether you should or shouldn't skip dessert. Your kids want you to get in the pool and take part in life with joy and freedom. Life is too short to feel uncomfortable in your body. And you know what's healthier than skipping dessert or that kale smoothie recipe? Removing shame and guilt and the fear of judgment and developing a positive relationship with your body. Don't spend another wasted minute hating your body. And then you can let others marvel at you with envy as they exclaim, wow, she's really let herself go.
Mamas, I know that at least one of these tips is going to help you take care of yourself. If not today, then this week or this month or even this crazy year. Remember that you deserve to be cared for too. You matter. Put yourself on the priority list, mama. We'll talk soon, successful mama. Thank you for listening to Motherhood and ADHD. For more resources, head over to our website, www.motherhoodandadhd.com.